I was supposed to be his wife. I was supposed to be his wife. Like, I know he was about to propose to me. I don't know now, but I know. I was supposed to be his wife, and I would have been sitting very pretty, but it just didn't happen as quick as I needed it, and another opportunity came available to me. But let's talk about what I really did do, what I actually was able to single-handedly do within the first 30 days of one of their heroes, great hero. I knew I couldn't take him on if he was alive, but once he's out the way, I was able to siphon all of that energy, siphon all of his influence and power. And now, instead of people believing that there's going to be a great revival, no, they believe in me. Even to the point where I have disrespected and dishonored them. I told them that I didn't believe that those who are Protestants are intelligent, but they still listen to me. I've even quoted from the Quran and have been very soft in my stance toward the Quran or towards Muslims, and they still follow me. They don't even blame me for the fact that I was trying to keep a person who was a terrorist inside of these United States of America, and I was defending him, speaking for him, really talking about him in a favorable way, but that didn't stop them from really worshiping me. They don't know it, but I know it, and I know that I know that. And right now, I have them so under my spell that if anyone was to say anything against me, well, then my Candites will come after them. They would cease to try to obliterate them because, after all, that's what I did to my BFF. I even have people questioning the wife. Matter of fact, there is no MAGA after me. There is no conservative party. They are disintegrating right in front of their very eyes without even paying attention to the fact that I'm the one causing this. You've got to love me. And then on top of that, did you not see where even the Muslim Brotherhood, the jihadists themselves on a podcast, were sitting down and they were giving me praise and they were thanking me? I'm so appreciative that I was able to help in their cause. But see, the people, the American people, the ones that don't tend to think they feel. And so I know how to manipulate. I know how to cause them to move in the direction I need them to move in. And the fact that I have been able to do this in less than 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks that he's been gone, 6 or 8 weeks, I don't even know. But the fact that I was able to do this in such a short period of time, like my handlers and my controllers, they didn't really think. They was like, well, I think you can. And we had some people, some psychologists top tier, to be able to help me to be able to guide and know what to say, the trigger words and the things to do and how to siphon, because you must understand, I know how to siphon the energy. That's what I did. So all of the adherence and all of the adoration and the love and the care and the concern that was given to Charlie, and I couldn't stand that. I hated that with a passion because I knew as long as he was here, I could not get what I now have. And, well, took care of that problem. But now I'm going after the gusto. You do know that I recently just dropped a little bit of a hint that President Trump is behind all of this. Him and the Israel people, who I don't, you know how I feel about them. I just dropped a little bit of a breadcrumb for people, for my ites to begin to snack on that while I come back after my fresh round of programming. Because I think this girl might know, I don't know, might know that I may possibly be under an initiation process programming, but I'm not sure if everyone knows that. And of course, they won't be able to take her seriously anyway because they all bow down and they worship me. And now with having taken out the MAGA movement, now I'm going after the cat daddy. I'm going after President Donald J. Trump, and I'm speaking ill against him. And guess what? The people are just bobbing their heads, just as I thought they would. They will follow me, believe me, walk with me, and take my word, even their own Bible. I kid you not. And though there are people on the side, on the peripherals, that are saying, don't believe the hype, that she is lying, she's fugazi, she's really manipulating, and she's spell casting on you. They're not going to believe her. They're not going to believe those people. They're going to believe in me, their goddess, because that's how I positioned myself. I'm just really surprised that no one really paid attention to the fact that I just might be releasing a little bit of steam as well, because after all, I was his wife. I should have been. I really should have been his wife, but that didn't happen. So I've always been upset about that. Then his ratings and his following was far greater than mine's because mine was in a particular niche because I like, I had to settle for conspiracy theories, not necessarily because I liked them, but because I wasn't great enough to be in the other ones. And though I positioned myself strategically amongst these people, amongst the Charlie Kirks and the Shapiros and Dennis Prager, I still could not on my own. But now, being that he's out the way, my number one competition, yeah, I can go for that. And now I can release a lot of what I have been feeling, wanting to say. I'm able to release it while the people still love me, bow down to me. And they will not even fathom the thought that this might be all working not for their own good. And then my release on the Israel people, because you know how much I really detest them. But that really didn't become full circle for me until I got married. Did you ever make that connection? Because my husband, or better yet, shall I say, the powers behind my husband, because you know my husband is part of the elite. And after I met him 17 days later when he proposed to me, that alliance, the allegiance and the alliance that we had to take, that I had to take in order to be a part of that. Yeah, and I had to shoot out all these children because that was part of the agreement that we had to fall to. But see, the way I'm going to market it to America is that I'm going to make it seem like it was love at first sight because we know they suffer from Disney brain. They're going to think happily ever after and her one true love. And it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that handlers, controllers, and powerful men want me to be aligned properly in this way. And so that's what that is. But but those who are under the Judeo-Christian value system won't see it. So I benefit. Yeah, that's me. So yeah, I'm so great. I bask in my own glory.